Let's talk about the time system. Really Rock Mitch hit you with another clip. I think give y'all some heavy jewels, man. I'm gonna stop playing with y'all, give y'all something real. Time. One of the biggest illusions in the world. I wanna sit here and react on these two brothers elaborating on how time took so much from humanity and how fear is being used to project the future. Let's check it out, man.
And if you don't think you do, you stop at that stop sign. Say we own the land. We have dominion over the land. We think that we're always on someone else's land. We're always under someone else's control. And that mental observation, the free control of being able to have a real connection with the earth itself. When you look around, there's somebody got sky rights and land rights. Not ownership, but rights. Right? And once we realize we're living in someone else's plan, as you say. Whether you believe it's the Anunnaki, whether you believe it's the 1%, whether you believe it's some families of control, you have to know that we're living in somebody else's time system, and it works very well.
Yeah, that we're living in someone else's time system, and it works very well. This is nothing but a man-made product, and we all follow it. Just let's try to imagine life without time. Just for 1 second. That sounds stupid as shit, but imagine life without time. The limits we would go, the drive we would have. No fear will ever be created if it wasn't for time. I want y'all to comment down in the comment box if y'all agree with me or you disagree with me. We could talk about it. But I just came to realization that time creates more fear than anything in the world. But let's listen to this song real quick, because they dropping real jewels. Let's get it.
Way too well, matter of fact. And we are controlled by invisible forces. And if you don't think you do, you stop at that stop sign. You stop when there's a street light, you understand me? And you don't cross that line because something may happen to you. An invisible force, no police around, no people, but you still listen. You understand me? That is, you're talking about some people, it may not be cars for miles, and they still follow that system, right? I want you to touch on the ideas of system, because institutions is what I focus on, like the reality of rebuilding institutions are only things that can dominate existing systems. Right. But what is the energy form of a system to where it actually has real power and control over human form?
Well, the way that they built all these institutionalized systems that we have that are controlling mankind, they're all predicated on fear. You'll find that fear is the biggest thing. For example, you go to school, if you don't get good grades, you're going to get in trouble. You won't pass the next grade. If you act up in school, you might get,
They create fear from the jump. They give us fear from the jump and make us have to fight that fear. You know what that fear does? It slows us down. It makes us second guess ourselves. It's the worst shit that's created, man. But go ahead, man. Y'all finish watching. These niggas is sharp.
Stay in line or whatever. You might get spanked with the ruler or the paddle or whatever. Obviously on the street is follow these exact rules or you're going to go to prison. So they have all these systems in place. And these systems that they put in place, when they have these little fear factors built into it, even religion has a lot of fear factors put into it. People fall in line because
that's heavy.
Alright? Fear is the body pays attention to fear first. The mind is always there's fear. I gotta stop this fear. I gotta do whatever it takes to not allow this whatever this fear is to happen. I don't want it to happen to me. So the body goes into fight or flight mode.
Fight or flight.
It starts focusing on the fear. action, then they provide the solution to that problem. So they're actually manipulating all sides of it based on fear. The fear is the key thing. All these institutions that have us locked in because people, when that fear hits them, they don't recognize that fear is not real. False evidence appearing real is what fear is, right? The acronym. But for them, it's as real as it can be. But in true reality, fear is a choice.
Yeah.
Fear is a choice, y'all.
Yeah.
You know,
Fear
once
is a
you
choice.
know something is
It
happening
is.